rock and roll, man. Little rooster out on the front porch crowing. Here comes the storm like a big rig rolling. Here comes the storm like a big rig flying. Heavy loaded damp and split the sky in. And oh, my little heart's in trouble. Feels like it just might explode. Why they call it love when, oh, it feels like lightning. I'm out in the open and the wind starts blowing. And I don't know any which way I'm going. I don't know any which way I'm bound. I used to be laughing, but I ain't laughing now. And though my little heart's in trouble, feels like it just might explode. Why they call it love when, whoa, it feels like lightning. With a cherry blossom sweet with smoke and Venus blazing above the oak, I thought I knew all that there was to know. With the bluebirds flying high above and darkness heaven wherever there was, and the sun was on the face of the buffalo. Out across the fields all the thunderheads gathered. Clouds all turned to the color of a cavern. Dust devils spinning around a hollow sound. They used to be laughing, but they ain't laughing now. And oh, my little heart's in trouble. Feels like it just might explode. Why they call it love and oh, it feels like lightning. This ain't any kind of storm for chasing. It's gonna catch up to you now, slow racing. It's gonna catch up to you now, by and by. It's gonna make you feel good, gonna make you cry. And oh, my little heart's in trouble. Feels like it just might explode. Why they call it love when, oh, it feels like, oh, my little heart's in trouble. Feels like it just might explode. Why they call it love and whoa, it feels like lightning. It feels like lightning. Thank you very much, everybody. Hell yeah.
Showboat's the song on the record that I thought would be like the I wanted people to hear the song first. I feel like it represents the kind of like push and pull of like kind of romance and tears and laughter and pain and everything that's on the record.
All right. Every time it rains, it pours. I pray it rains just a little more on me. 'Cause I'm the guy who never cries, and I gotta keep my reputation clean. And here's a helpful tip: the rain administered in raindrops may help to hide the tears a little more. Which is why a guy who never cries looks up at the sky with hopeful eyes, hoping when it finally rains it pours. I'm just a showboat, won't catch me crying, no, won't catch me showing any hurt. I'm just a showboat, pretending I can stay afloat, pretending I'm not sinking over her. Every time the sun goes down, I pray the sunlight takes the sound as well. 'cause I'm the guy who never cries, and I gotta keep the pain all to myself. No light to see me shaking, no sound to hear me breaking, no sound to hear the teardrops hit the floor. Which is why a guy who never cries stays up all night with tired eyes, hoping when it finds the rains it pours. I'm just a showboat, won't catch me crying, no, won't catch me showing any hurt. I'm just a showboat, pretending I can stay afloat, pretending I'm not sinking over her. Every time I think of her, I wonder if she ever thinks of me. Out all night and running wild, the latest styles, the greatest company. With laughter, lights and drinking, trying hard to keep from thinking, and seeking for what he is searching for. Which is why a guy who never cries looks up at the sky with desperate eyes, hoping when it finally rains it pours. I'm just a showboat, whoa, King Thunderbolt, Mr. Bonton Broly, only dog in every fight, the only guy who dynamite, the only guy who never cries, he's never lonesome all the time. See him dancing up on tape, showing his tired, when I always point skyward, waiting for a drop of rain, the falling help to hide the pain, the falling help to lift the boat, so he can think he's still afloat, pretending he ain't sinking, no, pretending he ain't sinking over her, pretending he ain't sinking over her. Sam can see it right there on the Vina Boston Zone. I can't pretend that all is well, it's like I'm haunted by a ghost. There are times I cannot speak your name for the catching in my throat. There are things I will not sing for the sting of sour notes. I feel like a miser, I feel low and mean for accusing you of stealing what I offered you for free. Still it beggars the belief sometimes what these we lovers be. I don't know who you're with these days, might be with someone new, and if you are, I hope he treats you like a lover ought to do. But whoever makes you happy, it don't really matter who. I've got a new lover now, I hope you got a lover too. I do. Praise the water under bridges, the time they say will heal. Praise the fonder that still grows on the absent heart and fields. Praise me to this pain these days, it's all I seem to feel. Perhaps the fault was mine, perhaps I just ignored who you were always gonna be instead of who I took you for. I've been treated worse, it's true, still I expected more. But I will not chase your shadow as you go from room to room, dropping handkerchiefs and daggers, smoking guns and other clues for what someone did to someone and who did what with who. I've got a new lover now, I hope you got a lover too. I don't need to read her mind, and she only looks like you when she's in a certain light. I've got a new lover now. She knows just what I need when I wake up in the night. She can read me back my dreams, and she loves them though she never needs to tell me what they mean. I hope you've got a lover now. Hope you've got somebody who can give you what you need, like I couldn't seem to do. But if you're sad and you are lonesome, you ain't got nobody true. I'd be lying if I said that didn't make me happy too. I'd be lying if I said that didn't make me happy too.
Friend of mine was a fun little number. The bass player Zachary Hickman, he played this classic bass solo. It's like just a fun rock and roll number, like I would like to hear, like Buddy Holly, like that kind of vibe. It's just a lot of fun.
Over hill and over dale, goodbye little nightingale. I still love you, I still pine. I just thought you were a friend of mine, a friend of mine, a friend of mine. I first met you, baby, said, my oh my, like a hop, I skip a little beat to survive. Now you're gone, but I'll get by. I just thought you were a friend of mine, a friend of mine, a friend of mine. When we met, I found true love, yes, and for it. While it was now, you don't write, you don't call it, hurts a little, that is all. On come the thunder, on come the wind, heartbreak blowing in all over again. I forget about you, honey, I don't mind. I just thought you were a friend of mine, a friend of mine, a friend of mine. While it was now, you don't write, you don't call it, hurts a little, that is all it hurts a little, but oh well, it's not as if it's living hell, it's awful strange, kinda sad, remembering the fun we had. But now I got your name on the tip of my tongue, but I forget the memory of the things you've done. People ask if I'm gonna have to reply. I thought she was a friend of mine, a friend of mine, a friend of mine. Oh, over hill and over dale, goodbye little nightingale. I still love you, I still pine. I just thought you were a friend of mine, a friend of mine, a friend of mine. A friend of mine, a friend of mine. Josh Kaufman right there on guitar. Henrietta, Indiana, Milltown, locked the factory down and shut it up tight. My daddy and my brother and 1,600 others lost everything they had in the night. Daddy got a taste for the hard stuff. Henrietta, Indiana was dry, and we'd ride out to Putney. He'd tell me he loved me. The drive home was always so quiet. He had a devil in his eye. Like a thorn in the paw, disregard for the law, disappointment to the Lord on high. practice preaching in the basement. Perspiration on his face till I knew that something was missing. His spirit was willing, he could not believe it was true. Blessed be the poor, he said, your treasure is on high. But all of Henrietta, Indiana heard me hallelujah when I finally saw the devil in his eyes, all the devil in his eyes. Like Paul, disregard for the law, disappointment to the Lord on high. And I was coming home late from midnight to 8. The radio said that ID'd the plates, left 3 men dead, made their escape by now. Said the sheriff, they'll be in the next state. Will we be able to catch them? Can they bring the dogs in? Can they call up the bureau? Do they have next of kin? Cameras came to our door. I opened it wide. They thought I was crying. It was something in my leave a bottle on the table, the Bible open to the Sermon on the Mount. And blessed be the poor of Henrietta, Indiana, but happy are the ones that get out. I think I'll ride over to Putney, the store will be open till 12. The empty parking lot, the lights, the lonely kid, the register, I see it all clear as a bell. I got a devil in my eye. Like a thorn in the paw, a disregard for the law, a disappointment to the Lord on high. Like a thorn in the paw, disregard for the law, disappointment to the Lord on high.
With Gathering, I resolved to finish whatever songs I was working on, write whatever I was thinking, and sort it out all later. You know, take it and so what I did was record everything, and then I brought all the songs home and I looked for a pattern, you know, in what they were, and the pattern that came out was all about storms and all about. There was just a lot of upheaval on the record, and what I've discovered is that when you're trying to write really honestly and true and describe a moment as it's passing you by, you're essentially just capturing an amber, a moment in time, and that moment right now feels like particularly strange and vibrant and interesting one to like try and capture.
Oh, my love, you've been crying, oh, honey, baby, please. We can work it out, I can't survive unless you're next to me. And all my life, before I met you and I was trying hard in love, I thought the sun was going down, but the sun was coming up. And all those others that I stayed with, their eyes of polished my devils that I made deals with, so I wouldn't have to sleep alone. And all my life before I met you, and I was trying hard to love, I thought the sun was going down, but the sun was coming up. I see your face in the window. I see your face in the reflections of the moon. I feel my old ancient shadows disappear when I am near to you. So take this heart, take this feeling, take my dark and reeling mind, and from these poor words find the meaning far deeper than these clumsy lines. And all my life before I met you, and I was trying hard in love, I thought the sun was going down, but the sun was coming up. I thought the sun was going down, but the sun was coming. Thank you. Rock and roll, man. Thank you very much. So, for a little while, I was I got it in my head. You know, I'm from a very small town in the country. Rock and roll. Gonna go home, tell her I want her. Gonna make it alright, gonna do whatever it takes to save us. But for now I'm waiting. Gonna be more open-hearted, take it back to where we started. But for now I'm stuck here at this light. I'm waiting on the train to go. Train go, train go, train go by. Train go, train go, train go by. Train go, train go, train go by. I'm just waiting on the train to go by. When we met, it was the height of summer. We never thought that our days were numbered. We never thought that we'd be here on this line. But for now, we're waiting now. Gonna be the man that I once was. Was I ever more than enough? Was I ever really up for this? I'm waiting on the train to go. Train go, train go, train go by. Train go, train go, train go by. Train go, train go, train go by. Just waiting on the train to go by. get the words quite right, and I know she needs to hear me set things straight. She needs me when it's way past late, and I need to be there in the dark of night, but still never been so empty-handed. There's nothing turning out as I planned it. She's disappointed and I'm just mad, but for now we're waiting, waiting. Love is patient, love is kind. They told us in a far-off time now. I'm hers and she's still mine still. We're waiting, waiting on the train to go. Train go, train go, train go by. Train go, train go, train go by. Train go, train go, train go by. Just waiting on the train to go. Train go, train go, train go by. Train go, train go, train go by. Train go, train go, train go by. Just waiting on the train to go.
Sam Kassir there on the piano.
Dreams is like a song that I feel like it's sometimes songs are about things and sometimes songs are the things themselves. And with Dreams, it's a description of a mood, but it is also the manifestation of a mood. I just wanted to write my way through a particularly weird moment.
All that I felt on the first time it happened was the feeling of something bad coming true. One day I was happy, one day I was laughing, then somewhere a chain snapped, like that I was loose. Why don't anything give me the joy that it used to? Why don't anything feel as real as it once was? I felt so sad, but that ain't how I choose to. It shouldn't have to hurt so bad, but it does. Dreams that keep a coming, but the dream done gone. Dreams that keep a coming, but the dream done gone. Dreams that keep a coming, but the dream done gone. It was a summer night when I found my religion. I was under the tent, I was struck by the palm, and the Holy Spirit rained down upon me a vision. I felt better a little while, but then it was gone. I went to the mountains and I went to the cavern. I washed myself in the river and I waited on love, but I was lonely and dark as the moons around Saturn. Yeah, darkness for miles was all that there was. It was after the Lord and me parted ways that I found her. She was taking pictures of people who came into the mall, and she took my portrait as well as she could do with someone who seemed to be not there at all. I stayed with her a while, then I called myself happy. I clung to her hands and her hair and her mouth, but like every man who finds out he is drowning, I held on to her hard till I just wore her out. Dreams keep a coming, but the dream done gone. Dreams that keep a coming, but the dream done gone. Dreams that keep a coming, but the dream done gone. Dreams that keep a coming, but the dream done gone. So I took off south like the beat of a bat wing. I fell in with this boat salesman and a kid. One carried the nails for his own crucifixion. The other one seemed to screw up whatever he did. The kid always loved me like I was his neighbor. He asked all about me and my life on the road. And the boat salesman, when he found out he wasn't a savior, shot himself in the head in a Key West payday loan. I got jobs and I lost them like the beat of a drummer. who lost sleep and got drunk. I couldn't see through his tears, and just how I survived I cannot even remember, but I know that it lasted a couple of years. I moved down deep into the jungle during those days. I existed on oranges and oxygen, but I was carrying a sadness against which even the old ways reached their limits of power and could not defend. Dreams that keep a coming, but the dream done gone. Dreams that keep a coming, but the dream done gone. Dreams that keep a coming, but the dream done gone. Dreams that keep a coming, but the dream done gone. Dreams that keep a coming, but the dream done gone. Dreams that keep a coming, but the dream done gone. Dreams that keep a coming, but the dream done gone. Dreams that keep a coming, but the dream done gone. I wandered through temples covered over with saint days. I wandered through drug labs and kidnaps and graves. I tried my best to meet death by the jaguar raving. I was covered over with grief, and by this I was saved. When I was up, I saw the connection between all things. When I was up, I was so high up above the ground. Whole world appeared to me electric and thrilling, with the fineness of lightning and the sweet milk of love. When I was down, the whole world melted, and burning black plastic wherever I chanced to be. And all that I was just was some kind of a tragic mistake that had somehow crawled out of the sea. How long till I'm free of these devils that bind me? How long till I live the life that I have? Can I outstrip a creator who searches and finds me, then leaves me with demons that I already had? Dreams that keep a coming, but the dream done gone. Dreams that keep a coming, but the dream done gone. Dreams that keep a coming, but the dream done gone. I went to a doctor, who sent me to a doctor, who sent me to a doctor, who sent me to a room. Where I waited with the world in and round me, and the voices in my head spinning round in a tune. She gave me a bottle and I took what was in it. The stuff in my bloodstream started to rattle and fizz, and I know that they're working, but the devil's still down there. I tell myself that it's better. Sometimes it is. Else is that to say but to tell you I love you. I haven't seen much of the world, but I know that there aren't any others who know me like you do, and your comfort seems to follow me wherever I go. I know you're no cure for the darkness inside me. It feels better just to know that you're near, and your patience, your joy, and your strength are astounding. And I know that without you I wouldn't be here. I know that without you I wouldn't be here. I know that without you I wouldn't be here. Know that without you I wouldn't be here. I know that without you. Dreams keep a coming, but the dream done gone. Dreams keep a coming, but the dream done gone. Dreams keep a coming, but the dream done gone. Dreams keep a coming, but the dream done gone. Dreams keep a coming, but the dream done gone. Dreams keep a coming, but the dream done gone. Dreams keep a coming, but the dream done gone. Dreams keep a coming, but the dream.
When I first left college, I moved out to the New England area because I was, I knew there was lots of students, and my heroes had gotten started, here, and I thought, well, this is the place to go, and I moved, and I moved to Somerville, and spent a fair amount of the early 2000s in Davis Square and Porter Square, and kind of wandering around and playing open mics and temp working, and it was an amazing time. There's something about art that I think is super cool, that is it should make you excited for the future. It should make you excited for the potential and the possibilities of life. And at that point in my life, 21 and 22, that had a super keen feel to it, and I remember feeling very alive.
I'm very lucky to have some of my very oldest friends in the world here. I met my friend Rocky when I was 4 years old, and his whole family's here. We've done crazy things, and I'm so proud to call him my friend. If you see him, you'll know him. You know it's him.
Me and Jigs staring at the ceiling, the stars above the radar range. A song from a station wagon laying foundations on the shadows of overpassing planes. I'm feeling good. At 7 o'clock we're gonna drive across the county line. Saturday night's just an orphan child that the good days left behind. And I'm not sure that I can make them stay. The sun's going down, it's the end of the day. Oh, me and my friends sitting in the park and drinking beer underneath the trees. Lying on your back as the sun goes down, you know it's perfect cause you gotta leave. But on a Saturday night in a town like this, I forget all my songs about trains. In a bar with a jukebox and you on my arm, heaven and earth are pretty much the same. And I'm not sure that I can make you stay. The sun's going down, it's the end of the day. Later on, sitting on the porch and talking like the night could last all night. And we are all half crazy and all at least half alright. Sitting on the porch and singing towns bands, and we play guitar to burn off the hours. And then we climb the fences at the edge of town. I'll paint your name on a water tower. And I'm not sure that I can make it stay. The sun's going down, it's the end of the day. Kick-ass. This is Zachariah Hickman right here. All right, supposedly he was a wise, wise man who said it's better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all, and never to have loved. How many times is the truth that you take to be true just truth falling apart at the same speed as you, till it all comes away at 1,000,000 degrees? You're just a few pieces of falling debris, and she's hopeful. Hopeful for me. I'm coming out of the dark clouds, and she went away and she packed all her love. I could not believe it, how little there was. I stood in the cold kitchen with nothing to say. Who keep the whole world spinning when she went away? Yeah, she kept telling me about the good things I deserved, that I wanted somebody I'd mistaken for her. But one look in my eyes and she'd know she was wrong, so she wouldn't look back at me until she was gone. How many times did you give all your love and find out it was so far from enough? I followed her out into the street in the rain. The whole world stopped spinning and just went up in flames, and she's hopeful. Hopeful for me. coming out of the dark clouds. She's hopeful, hopeful for me. She says it to me often. The sunlight corroded and the day started to fail. The rocks in the road sharpened shadows to nails. The fence posts were empty and so were the trees. Had the bluebird of youth sung its last tune for me. I've seen her around now with someone new I don't know. She likes green-eyed boys who are haloed in hope. Then I look in his eyes and I know all the old signs. Just a couple more curves before his own road unwinds. These days I'm feeling better about the man that I am. Some things I can change and there's others I can't. I met someone new, how I know I deserve. I never met someone who loves the world more than her. She's been through her own share of hard times as well. She's learned how to tear out the heaven from hell. Most nights I'm alright, still old rocks roll downhill. She says I'll get better, she knows that I will. She's hopeful. The world is as the world is. Hell's gonna hurt like hell sometimes. I'm coming out of the dark clouds. She's hopeful. The world is as the world is. Hell's gonna hurt like hell sometimes. She says it to me often. She's hopeful. The world is as the world is. The world is as the world is for me. The world is as the world is. I'm coming out of the dark clouds. I'm coming out of the dark clouds. Covering up my mistakes since 1999.
You know that moment in maybe a junior high or high school where you realize that like you're not going to be on the Pistons. And then you start casting around for what else you're going to do. And it took me a while to discover music until I was like 17. But when I discovered music, I think what I discovered is the potential for being like, to getting thoughts out of your head. And for some reason, like writing, being on stage, painting, and like, just stuff that helps me like move from my normal daily concerns to being in some other place is like, it could just be escapist, but it seems to really matter to me. I tried boxing once for about 3 months, and that didn't give me the same. I just got beat up,
Oh, this is an amazing night.
All the other girls here are stars, you are northern lights. They try to shine in through your curtains, you're too close and too bright. Well, they try and they try, but everything that they do is the ghost of a trace of a pale imitation of you. I'll be the one to drive you back home, Kathleen. This party was made with the night air and the chance for a smile. We'll wind this way from your face to one of the boys in your line. Well, you act like you're hip to their tricks and you're strong, but a virgin, word that's a heart never once had a song. I'll be the one to drive you back home, Kathleen. And I'll have you back by break of day. I'm going your way anyway. If you'd like to come along, I'll be yours for a song. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Well, I know you are waiting, and I know that it is not for me. But I'm here and I'm ready, and I saved you the passenger seat. Oh. And I won't be your last dance, just your last good night. If your heart is a package, tangled up in knots, someone else tied, I'll be the one to drive you back home, Kathleen. Crawl up your trellis and quietly back into your room. And I'll coast down the length of your drive by the light of the moon. And the next time we meet's a new kind of hello. Both our hearts have a secret. Only both of us know about the night that I drove you back home, Kathleen. I drove you home. Drove you home. La-da-da-da. 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 Thank you very much.
Oh, I love you, man. I love you.
His shadows danced across the screen as quiet as the moon. Without sound, their fury signifying all things. The whole town was alive that night as we floated down the street. Through fistfights, cowboy poets, parlor women, and the light from the projector seemed to glow within your soul, like an opal-throated songbird in its prison. In the darkness darkness, in the darkness. They're tearing down the movies now, not a stone upon a stone. How dusty is dust, no matter how celestial. But I, who tasted hornet juice and honey on the rose, what use have I for all their cold memorials? Still, every now and then, sometimes, when the night sky gets so bright, no Bethlehem of stars could match its burning. I go out into the fields till I can feel you by my side, and my memory is a book of gold thrown open. How you rode a white horse, Queen of the harvest kissed your cheek. The boys all took one look, and found that they could no longer speak. In the darkness, in the darkness, in the darkness. Thank you very much, everybody.
I met a lot of people at Oberlin, like really like great people. Like I was in school with my bass player today, Zachariah Hickman, and my manager Darius Selka. We were roommates in college. There's something great about smack dab in the middle of Ohio. I was from Idaho, and here was this little island of just total weirdos. It was great. It was super interesting. I loved it.
So then stay a while in the house of gold. Each room has many mansions, each mansion many rooms. You'll sleep on sheets of silver, you'll eat on plates of gold. I will take up white linen, I will the robe and gold. I do not need your mansions, I will live in a house of soul. Bring me my Florida water, set me my serpent free. Hang ye no stars above me, I'm bound for expertise. And all the love they're gonna give me, all the love, all the love, all the love. They're gonna be my family now. And y'all can keep your throne. The only face that I touched was mine. I burned me through Ohio. I found the apple seed that lives on lightning bugs. His mouth glow when he begins to preach. And I burned me through the handle. I drink the cactus truth. Up here to pay a terror's heels the color of conquer root. I got my heavy working. I hung your capstone too. I'm the king of the milk-based honey. Say my name, you know it's true. I got my heavy working. I like my lightning sweet. I've been a beast of burden. That is to say, I am a beast. Mr. Ray Rizzo right there.
Oh Lord Part 3 is like, it's a song where I got really in love with a character, kind of this big, kind of windy, expansive type of character who like, I like the feel that there's some like nobility in them, and there's like humor and kind of a devil-may-care-ness, kind of Yosemite Sam, meets Johnny Appleseed, that's kind of the feeling.
Sometimes it's hard to carry this great weight, either bound to burn or to the pearly gates. And I'm as aimless as can be, often nameless though I'm free. Oh Lord, do you have a plan for me? I've been kicked out of Texas, stole an infamous necklace, became a spiritual master, got rejected by Vassar. I'm full head in the game of whatever I'm playing. I'm the favorite of babies, society mavens. Whoa, whoa, Lord, oh Lord, whoa, Lord, oh Lord. Will you ever have a plan for me? I have marveled at splendors, abandoned the vendors, been kidnapped and ransomed, just a little too handsome. And more than a few times I lived without sunshine. And yes, I've wondered, should a life be a lifetime? Whoa, 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 Lord, oh Lord, whoa, Lord, oh Lord. Will you ever have a plan for me? I'm dedicated to freedom, the American Legion. I got invited to Paris by a real Parisian. I've been the best and the worstest, composed my own curses. I got my heart broke so bad, they had to call in the nurses. Whoa, Lord, oh Lord, whoa, Lord, oh Lord. Will you ever have a plan for me? I have had good intentions, blue-blooded pretensions. I've been the subject of rumors at the party conventions. My features harmonic, wisdom Solomonic. If there's a board of directors, you can bet that I'm on it. Whoa, 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 whoa. sages belong to the ages. Give my clothes to the poor and my love to the ladies. May all of them wish me come into the history. Write books all about how every one of them miss me. Oh, Lord, oh, Lord, oh, Lord. Will you ever have a plan for me? And so for now I go aimless, convicted though blameless. At times using nicknames, at times going nameless. Royalty unquestioned, a gentleman in discretion. Yeah, I'll sing hallelujah, for here is the lesson. Oh, Lord, oh, Lord, will you ever have a plan for me? Lord, will you ever have a plan for me? Thank you. I cannot recall when I felt like this. It's been a long old time, if I ever did. So if I act strange, I'm hoping you'll forgive. I got your light, I got your light in my on some distant moon, I lie on my back for one glimpse of blue before it's gone to black. It used to be like this, now it's not like that. I got your light, I got your light in my eye. Every heart on earth is dark half the time. Oh, I try and try, but I can't read your mind. Sometimes I can't see. That don't mean I'm blind. It's just your light, It's just your light in my eyes, in my eyes, in my eyes, my Thank you.
When Will I Be Changed is a song, I guess, that I wrote several years ago. It's a kind of about a hope for personal transformation, and I ended up recording it with my writing partner and hero Bob Weir, and we had a great time doing it. And the band is just, they make it sound so good.
I've been told there is a power in the blood. Is it enough? Is it enough to carry me back from where I am to where I was? And I hope there is some power in my blood. I've been told that all these ties will surely bind and hold me tight, and hold me tight, 'cause I'm hanging at the end of my own life. And I hope that all these ties will surely bind. When, oh, when will I be changed? When, oh, when will I be changed from this devil that I am? When, oh, when will I be changed? I've been told I'd find the truth down in my bones, but I don't know. I don't know. I can't even seem to find my own road home. And I hope there is some truth down in my bones. Oh, when will I be changed? When, oh, when will I be changed from this devil that I am? When, oh, when will I be changed? this green and peaceful place that you let me stay. You let me stay. 'Cause even a poor serpent needs a place to rest for a while as he is waiting to be changed. When, oh, when will I be changed? When, oh, when will I be changed?
Well, I think that you have it's very important with writing to not get too precious about where you do it. So I do it kind of everywhere, just because I want to have I want to be able to write everywhere. I don't want to be like stuck. But I think that the best place for me to write is in the kitchen. Kitchen, usually like mid-morning with lots of coffee, and that seems to be my magic time. You know, I get dumber as the day goes on.
Thank you, everybody. We are so lucky to be here with Good Old War, man. They are an amazing band. They're incredible.
And we're just so lucky to be here. Thank you for everything. This is incredible. A lot of us call this place home, you know, so.
I feel a change in the weather. I feel a change in me. The days are getting shorter and the birds begin to leave. Even me, yes, yes, y'all, who has been so long alone. I'm headed home. Headed home. The earth is getting colder now, and the nights are getting crisp. I first tasted the universe on a night like this. An alibi, a box of wine, and the hunger in her eyes. In the place where the tree of good and evil still resides. Still resides. Homecoming. Homecoming, homecoming. She said, show me what you got, babe. I'm not like other girls. Just give me your bad self and a place for us to make a stand, and I could move the world. Lift the valley from the floor, honey, little town into the sky. They'll say that it's a miracle, and you'll know damn well they're right. Damn well they're right. Homecoming. Homecoming, homecoming. Homecoming, homecoming, homecoming. When the oracle spoke to me, she was like a roadside song. Do unto others as you would have them do, even if in turn they do you wrong. This town right here is my everything, although I've been torn away. It has my heart, it had my heart. Be still, my heart will stay, my heart will stay, my heart will stay. My heart will stay. Just a little bit high, get a little tongue-tied. We're gonna try to find whatever ever made time. That kind of immemorial, that time before the fall. Yeah, that time before the autumn really turned the corner. Drive east of Eden till we'd start to feel the west. We were never far from nowhere, you could see it from the edge of town. Honey, baby, wonder how it'd feel now. Somehow I can't believe that it could feel like before. But the air is getting colder now, and the nights are getting crisp. I first tasted the universe on a night like this. An alibi, a box of wine, and the hunger in your eyes. In the place where the tree of good and evil still resides. Homecoming, 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 homecoming. Homecoming, 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 homecoming. Homecoming, 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 homecoming. Papa got a look, you got a little worried. The pastor got a look, said y'all better hurry. Sent her off to a little Bible college in Missouri. Now you come back saying you know a little bit about every little thing they ever hoped you'd never figure out. Eve ate the apple cause the apple was sweet. Kind of God would ever keep a girl from getting what she needs tonight. I'm getting ready to get down. I'm getting ready to get down. Getting ready to get down. People cross the street when you walk in their direction. Talk between the teeth and throwing epithets. And the doctor thinks the devil must have got you by your senses. But to live the way you please doesn't sound like possession. 4 long years studying the Bible. Infidels, Jezebels, Romans, and Delilahs. Back on the bus in your own hometown. So you didn't like me then, you probably won't like me now. But I'm getting ready to get down. Getting ready to get down. Getting ready to get down. All the men of the country club, the ladies of the auxiliary, talking about love like it's apple pie and liberty. To really be a saint, you gotta really be a virgin. Dry as a page of the King James Version. No, la, la, la. No, hell yes, it's dry. I can't wait to gotta see you disco dancing. Jeff Sessions too. Said you something needed saving, so they sent you off to Bible school. You knew a little more than the heart was in the golden. Will be good to everybody, be a strength to the weak, be a joy to the drunk, will be the laughter and the grief. Give your love freely to whoever that you please. Don't let nobody tell you about who you ought to be. And when you get damned in the popular opinion, it's just another damn of the jams you're not killing tonight. Get ready to get down. Get ready to get down. Get ready to get down. Mama gotta look at you and got a little worried. Papa gotta look at you and got a little worried. The pastor got a little said, y'all better hurry. Send her up to a little Bible college in Missouri. And now you're coming back saying you know a little bit about every little thing they ever hoped you never figured out. You read, see the dead, see the sermon on the mount. You wanna see a miracle, watch me get down tonight. I'm getting ready to get down. 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 Thank you, everybody. Thank you for everything. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight. We were so happy. Thank you. This man right here on the guitar is Mr. Josh Kaufman. Right here on the drums is Mr. Ray Rizzo. This man right here is Mr. Zachariah Obadiah, Book of Revelations Hickman on the bass. This man right here is Mr. Sam Kassir on the piano. Thank you for everything. Thank you so much for everything. We were really, really so proud. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
You have like a big pile of like lyrics and a big pile of musical ideas, and you just kind of clump them together, and you never know, like you just kind of make you eventually, you know, something fits. And but I wish it was more like intelligent of a process, but it's really like you're just kind of, I feel like you're writing songs is a little bit like fumbling around in the living room looking for a light. You know, you're looking for like something, and once you get the light, then you're good to go. But until then, you're just a guy in a dark room. You know.
West of her, there's a place I know. I never have been, but I'd like to go. Somewhere out there, I believe in me. West of her is what I'd like to see. West of her, there's another place. Sun shines soft on another face, and a river falls on another sea. West of her is a whole new me. Roll on, high, roll on, roll on, roll on. catches up must come to pass. And your voice is the one inside my head. I ended up outrunning myself instead. Roll on, I roll on, roll on, roll on, roll on, I roll on, roll on, roll on. Probably end up thinking that I don't care when you get a letter from a new somewhere. But I know you'll find what you need to be happy someplace east of me. Roll on, I roll on, roll on, roll on, roll on, I roll on, roll on, roll on. These chords are old, but we shake hands. I believe that they're the good guys, and we can use all the help we can. So many minor chords outside. I fell in love with the sound. Oh, I love to sing along with you, and we got tunes we kicked around. Songs. We got a bucket that the tunes go through. Babe, we both had dry spells, hard times, in bad lands. I'm a good man for you. I'm a good man. Yeah. Last night there was a horse in the road. Now it's twisting in the hairpin time. Hands held on my mind, let go. Back to you, my heart went still. Then I found the inside of the road. I thought about the first time that I met you, and all those glances that we stole. Sometimes, if you want them, then you got to. Babe, we both had dry spells, hard times, bad lands. I'm a good man for you. I'm a good man. They shot a western south here. Had him cornered in a canyon. Even his horse had disappeared. Said I got run down by a bad, bad man. You're not a good shot, but I'm worse. There's so much where we ain't been, yeah. Swing up on this little horse. The only thing we'll hear is sunset. Babe, we both had dry spells, hard times, and bad lands. I'm a good man. Well, I'm a good man. Babe, we both had. Babe, we both had. You and I both had. Babe, we both had. You and I both had. Babe, we both had. You and I both had. Babe, we both had. Dry spells, hard times, bad lands. I'm a good man. Well, I'm a good man. Thank you again for everything. Thank you. We're all gonna make it through this time. It's gonna be okay. Thanks for everything. Thank you for Peter said to Paul, you know all those words we wrote are just the rules of the game, and the rules are the first to go. Now talking to God is Laurel begging Hardy for a gun. I got a girl in the war, man, I wonder what is we done. Peter, you gotta rock yourself a little harder. Pretend the dove from above is a dragon and your feet are on fire. But I got a girl in the war, Paul, the only thing I know to do is turn up the music and pray that she makes it through. Because the keys to the kingdom got locked inside the kingdom. And the angels fly around in there, and we can't see them. And I got a girl in the war, Paul, I know that they can hear me yell. If they can't find a way to help her, they can go to hell. If they can't find a way to help her, they can go to hell. Paul said to Peter, you gotta rock yourself a little harder. Pretend the dove from above is a dragon and your feet are on fire. But I got a girl in the war, Paul, her eyes are like champagne. They sparkle, bubble over, and in the morning all you got is rain. They sparkle, bubble over, and in the morning all you got is rain. They sparkle, bubble over, and in the morning all you got is rain. Hey, hey, hey. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you so much for tonight. Rock and roll. I love you. Thank you for everything. Be well. Thank you again. Thank you.